All right. Okay, so like I said last week, things are getting a little harder for me to do. I'm going to do my best to do as much as I can today, but I'll probably spend a lot of class just watching and making sure that you guys are doing everything correct and finding those connections in your body. So what I want us to do here is just going to start just a little cycle through cat cow. In this cat cow, as you breathe in, I want you to really expand your belly. So breathe down deep into the pelvis. Feel the abs stretch and the chest pull forward. And then exhale, press your hands into the floor. Tuck your tailbone and feel the pubic bone draw towards the sternum. So you get a little bit of lengthening in your low back. Notice here when you come into the rounded shape, how much easier it is to just round your upper back. We really want to find that rounding in the lumbar spine, the low back. And then as you come into your extension, you breathe in. It's really easy to find the extension in that lumbar spine. So work that upper back, press your chest through your arms. And then exhale, press the ground away. Feel the abs pulling up and towards the spine as you tuck the pelvis. And then inhale and we lengthen. And then exhale and we round. Let's do that one more time. And then round. And then take your right leg for me and bring your right heel to your right sit bone. So you're going to bend the right knee. Feel the hamstring turn on a little bit. Take that right leg, keeping your knee on the ground, and pull your right leg out to the right. So you're drawing it out to the right and look over your right shoulder. I want you to squeeze the muscles on the right side of your body to stretch through the left. And then take your leg over to the left-hand side and look over your left shoulder. So you want to get a little bit of a lateral bending in your spine. Think of your spine curving to one side, one direction, and then curving to the other. See if you can start to feel your abdominal muscles doing that movement, pulling the ribs and pelvis together, and then pulling the ribs and pelvis together. One more time. And then taking that left leg down, bending, or right leg, bending your left leg, pulling the left leg out to the side. Look over your shoulder. Look at your foot. Stretch to the right-hand side of your body, and then pull that left leg across, head up and over the shoulders. Look at your foot. So you want to make sure you're looking up, not down and under your arm to see the foot, but up and over the shoulder. Let's go for 3 and 2 and one more time. And then take it down onto your side. Let's come onto our left side. Lying down, just bringing your head onto the mat or onto your floor. If you need to put a towel or a pillow or roll your mat up under your head, you're welcome to. And take your palms together for me. You'll breathe in and send your right palm forward as if you have lotion on your hands. And you're trying to spread the lotion on the floor. Push the shoulder blade sort of off that rib cage on the right side. And then draw the shoulder blade to the ribs. Keep your knees squeezed together as you drag that right arm up your left like you're spreading lotion, and then sweep your right arm back. Try to create as much length between your right fingertips and your left fingertips as you can. And then bend your right arm. Slide that right hand down your left arm and then reach it all the way forward. Stretch. Roll the shoulders forward. And then take that right hand back onto the left, slide it up, bringing it to the shoulder, across the collarbones, squeeze your legs together, move the ribs. Maybe you'll get a little bit more movement here, a little bit more rotation into the rib cage. Stretch from your fingertips. One more time, sliding that right hand down the chest, down the left arm, out and long onto the floor, reach it forward, and then pulling that right hand all the way down the left shoulders, collarbone. Big reach. And then bringing your palms back together. Let's bring you up into a seated position. Have your left foot, now I'll look opposite of you in this, okay? So left foot up against your right thigh bone and reach your arms out to the side. Take your right hand, so again, I'll be opposite of you, bringing your right hand beside your right shin bone. Sweep the left arm up and over. Good. And then inhale to sit tall, taking the left hand to the mat. Right arm reaches up, and then bend that left elbow. Reach out of your right sit bone and stretch. One more time, using the strength on the right side to lift you up. Right hand to the mat, sweeping the left arm up. So find length and then stretch over. And then taking the left hand to the mat, turning the right palm up towards the ceiling, bending the elbow down and stretch. And then coming all the way up tall, right hand behind your right hip, left hand to the right thigh bone, and find a tall spine and then rotate. So you're looking to the right. And then release that. Come onto your right side. Lie down onto your mat. Take your palms together. And then take that left hand for me and slide your left palm forward. I'm just going to drop this a little bit here. Good. So you want to pull that left shoulder blade off of your rib cage, and then we slide that left arm back. Reaching the left arm out, squeeze your legs together, stretch from your fingertips. And then again, take the left hand to the left shoulder, collarbones, right shoulder, elbow, palm, stretch it forward. And then pull the left palm down the right arm into the shoulder, across the collarbones, and stretch. Squeeze those legs together. One more time. Breathing in. And then exhale. Good work. And then sit yourself up. This time you'll have your right foot up against your left thigh bone. Arms reach out to the side. Take your left palm beside your left shin. Reach long through the right side. Reach up and over. So press your left sit bone, right sit bone into the mat as those fingertips reach up. And then take your right hand to the mat. Bending the elbows, spin that left arm. Bring the left bicep to your ear. Stretch long, sit bone to fingertip. And then from that strength on the left side, pull yourself up. Reach up and over. And then taking your right hand to the mat and coming down into that nice side bend stretch. Trying to pick the left ribs up and away from the ground, up to the ceiling. And then lifting yourself up, take your left hand behind your back. Take your right hand to your left thigh. Sit tall and rotate, trying to look over that left shoulder. And then releasing out of there, bringing your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Grab onto the back of your hamstrings. Pull your chest up tall, widen across the collarbones. And then on the exhale, draw the belly button back towards your spine. And then tip the tailbone in between those thighs. So you're rolling to the back of your sit bones. Now, as you come, just don't come all the way down, just to the back of your sit bones. Feel the motion of that rolling back, but also this idea that you're growing taller as you roll back. And then we lift up, we find that extension. Pull the collarbones wide, breathe in, and then exhale, draw the navel back to the back of the spine. So pull it back and then lift the pubic bone up. So we're not going to collapse. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you what collapsing looks like anymore because I've got this big thing here that won't let me do that. One more time, lift up. But if you were to have like a bean bag or a book on the crown of your head as you roll back, you're thinking about pressing it up towards the sky. Now, coming to the back of your sit bones, take your arms and reach them out in front of you. Take a moment here to allow the front of your pelvis to soften. Release those hip flexors. You'll breathe it. And then on the exhale, we will slowly roll down our spines. Slow. Take a moment to find every single vertebra connecting to the mat. Draw the abdominals in as you roll down. Good. And then when you get to the bottom, let's reach those arms straight back behind us. Big stretch here. Lift the arms up, lifting them up over the shoulders. Pause. Tucking the chin, and then lifting the rib cage, rolling it up off of the mat. And just like you roll down one bone at a time, let's roll up. Find that height. You will dive over your legs. So you're going to stretch forward. And then stack your spine and sit tall. Shoulder blades slide down the back of your ribs. Breathe in. Exhale, belly button to the back of your spine. Tuck the tailbone. Keep that sensation of growing tall as you slowly roll down. Relax your hip flexors. Soften your quadriceps. Come down slow. We're all very athletic in this room. We all have very tight hips, very tight quads. Reach the arms back and then lift the arms, lift the head. Roll up, Shauna's shoulders down. Yeah, there you go. Good work. Nice job, Kim. All the way up. Good. Dive forward. One more time. Stack the spine. Sit tall. And then exhale, we come down slowly. bone by bone, keeping that height. It's like you're spreading your vertebra as you come down onto the mat. And then taking your arms by your side and bringing those legs into tabletop position. Squeezing into the glutes, tucking the tailbone. Start to roll your pelvises off of the mat, bone by bone. I want this to be about the opening of the pelvis. So keep the back out of extension. Try not to come into a back bend here. And then reach your arms back. Pull the shoulders to your ears. This is the only time I tell you to do that in our class. And then round down, letting the upper back melt into the mat, then the middle back, squeezing the belly so you feel the lower back. That's where it's hard to find that articulation. Take your hands back down by your side. Articulate the spine up. So you tuck the tailbone, widen the collarbone, squeeze those sit bones, roll up. Keep the length. So feel the knees. Imagine my hands are on your knees and I'm pulling your knees forward as you roll up. And then take the arms, reach them back. Shoulders up towards your ears. Stay out of your neck. And then round down. And notice where things don't want to move, where things get sticky. Squeeze the abdominal muscles, squeeze in through the glutes and try to open up every bone in your back. One more time, hands down by your side. Tuck the tailbone, rolling up. Again, imagine my hands on your knees and they're pulling your knees over your toes, stretching the front of your hips. Now stay here for me. Take your right leg and lift it up into tabletop. And then cross your right ankle over your left thigh bone. You'll take your right hip and lower it down towards the ground, picking the left side of your hip up, and then pick your right hip back up. Squeeze your left glute. Lower the right hip down, and then lift that right hip up. 3 more times like that. We lower. So the left hip picks up higher. And then you press into that left hip, lift the right pelvis. And 2. Down. Squeeze the left glute, lift the hips up 1 more time. And then lift. Take your right foot to the floor. Cross the left ankle over your right leg. Same thing. Drop that left hip down towards the mat as your right hip lifts up a little higher. And then squeeze that right glute. Come back to neutral. Again, lower the left hip down. Stay out of your neck. Stay into the shoulder blades. And then we lift. 3 more times. If you're tight like me, you may feel a little bit of a stretch in the front of your left hip. Squeeze the right glute and lift. Last 2. Tap. Squeeze that right glute and lift. 1 more time. We tap and we lift. And then take your left foot to the mat. Roll all the way down. Take your hands back behind your head. Open up the elbows, widen across the collarbones, and then really let your head hang heavy into your hands. On your next exhale, start to draw the ribs together, pressing the front of your ribs down to the mat as you feel the back of your ribs lengthen away from the back of your pelvis, and then release down. And these are what I cannot do because when I look at my abs when I do this, it looks like there's an alien coming out of my stomach right now. So I'm not going to do these curls. So I want you to feel just like when we were doing our rollbacks, our slow rollbacks, and we really focused on maintaining the length in our spine as we were rolling down. Try to maintain this length here. Imagine there's like a string on the crown of your head. Someone is pulling it back before they pull it up and peel you off of your mat. So you should feel the front of your rib cage zipping together and then spinning inside you. If you look at your belly button as you curl up, you should see the abdominals pulling away from your shirt. We'll do 3 more. We curl up, getting into that upper core. And 2, 1 more time, we hold the curl. So lift up and hold. Now, find in your mind the space between your 2 hip bones. Squeeze those muscles tight and lift up a little bit higher. Jacqueline, bring your knees a little closer together. Find a little bit more, not your feet, just your knees. So bring your feet back. Yeah, not just come into a neutral position. So there you go. Your knees were just flaring out. Everyone else was like, oh my God, my abs. Now stay here. And then let's do little pulses here. And I want you to find that pulse from the lower belly. So you're activating the muscles in the lower belly. Jacqueline, that looks good. Imagine you have like a ball. You used to put that in between your inner thighs when we were on the reformer. Yes. And then little pulses. Nice work, Allie. We go for 4. Kim, try not to come down so low. So stay in that contraction. 2, and there you go. Now come all the way down. Quick breath of air. Lift yourself back up into your curl. Exhale. Nice job, Laura. Again, Find those muscles between your two hip bones, like there's a wire that's narrowing your pelvis, and that's going to lift your body up off of your mat an inch higher. Stay there. Take your right leg into tabletop. Take your left leg into tabletop. Good. Let's take a breath in. Tap your right toe to the mat. Pull that right leg up. And then left toe to the mat. Now draw an imaginary line from your inner thigh to your belly button. As you tap the toe down, press the belly button into the mat. Then almost pick your leg up from the strength of your belly button, as if there's that wire there. And you're lifting your leg up. We do 4 more. Tap, good. Remember that squeeze of the place between your two hip bones. Keep that tight and lift up even higher. Good, let's go 1 more each side. We're doing an extra one, that's okay. And then we'll keep the legs in tabletop, glue them together, ankles, knees, inner thighs, and then let the head come down to rest. Imagine I was to come and try to pry your legs apart. You're squeezing them so strong, I cannot pull those legs apart. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders, lift up off of your mat. Pause here. From that place of the squeeze, can you lift your body an inch higher? Yes, good work. Everyone did. Why don't you come to that range every time we do a curl? Just kidding. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap both of your toes down towards the mat. Have that same wire connected into the belly button and then lift those legs back up. Good. So as those toes come down, exhale, press the belly button down and then squeeze those legs together and pick your legs up from that place of the squeeze. So squeeze. Notice your head wants to drop as the toes drop down. So as you drop those toes, you have to contract harder into the belly to keep your upper body hovering off the mat. Good work, Kirsten. We go 4. The work should be in the abs, not the neck or the shoulders. 3, squeezing your glutes to tap the toes. 1 more time, the toes will tap to the mat. Just keeping the toes resting on the mat for me. Let's do 10 pulses of the upper body. 10, pulse 9, and 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and good. Come all the way down, hands by your side, legs in tabletop position. You will take your right leg and pull your right leg out to the right as far as you can keep the left pelvis anchored into the mat. Keep your right leg where it is. Pick the left side of your pelvis up. Bring your left leg to meet your right. And then squeezing the legs together, heavy the left rib down as you roll your bodies back through center. Take your left leg out to the left. Bring your right leg over to meet your left, picking up the right side of your pelvis. Squeeze your legs together, heavy the right rib down, roll back to center. 1 more like that on each side. Right leg to the right. Left leg comes over by lifting the left pelvis. Squeeze the legs together, heavy the left rib down, twist your body and roll back through center. Good work. 1 more time. Right leg or left leg to the left. Right leg comes to meet. Roll the ribs back through center. Now keeping those legs together. Take both legs over to the right-hand side. Lift the left pelvis. Heavy that left rib back into the mat. Squeeze your legs together back through center. Take the legs over to the left. So this is really about that rotational power here, using your obliques. Let's do 1 more of these on each side. Good. 1 more to the other side. And then I'm going to make you honest. Bring your legs into tabletop position. Take your hands behind your head. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. So we're in this curl. Now, keeping your legs together, take a breath in, exhale. Let's take those legs over to the right-hand side. We're going to roll them over only as far as your upper body doesn't move. And then back to center. And then take both legs over to the left. And then back to center. 1 more time, both legs to the right. Good. Upper body stay still. A glass of water could balance on your forehead. Both legs over to the left. And then come back to center. Take your hands around your left shin bone. Reach the right leg out long, not onto the floor, just sending out long. Bring your head down to the mat. Flex your right foot. Pull the right leg all the way up as you push your sacrum into the mat. Point your toe and lower. Flex your foot and lift. Point your toe, squeeze the back of the leg and lower. 3 more times. Flex. I want you to lengthen your hamstrings, your calves. So pull those toes to your shins. 2 more times. reach up and down. One more time, lift the leg. Now lower the leg as low as you can maintain your imprint or neutral spine. Stay here, take your hands behind your head, and then curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. And we curl for 10. 9. Now, if you feel a lot of the load of that right leg pulling your pelvis off of the mat, I want you to pick that right leg up higher. 5, 4, curling up. Good work. 3, nice job. 2, and 1. Take the right leg in, bring your hands around the shin bone, head to the ground. You'll take that left leg, let's reach it out long, not to the ground, flex your foot. Pick the left leg up, pressing the pelvis into the mat, breathing in, and then exhale down. Squeeze the quadricep. Lift the leg, pull the toe to the shin, push the pelvis to the mat, point the toe in lower. Just opening up those hamstrings. 3, and down. Good. 2, and down. One more time, and down. Keeping that left leg hovering, hands back behind the head. Pull your right knee in using the strength of the hips and the core, and then we curl up. We go for 8, 10. Good. 9. Keep that chin tucked. You got it. 8. Nice work. 7. Good. 6. 5. Jacqueline, find more energy on your inner side and your right leg. 4. There you go. Good. 3. Nice work, everyone. 2. Both of those knees come in. Pull the knees in. And then squeeze your legs together, hands to the outside of your knees, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up off of your mat. Take your legs and reach them long, send the arms back behind you. Make a big circle with the arms as you exhale and draw those knees in. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, circle, pull the knees in. Lengthen, squeeze your legs together. And then circle, good. Lengthen, squeeze your quads, your glutes, pull those legs in. We go 4 more, we reach. Exhale, circle, and 3, we reach. Exhale, circle, last 2. And circle one more time. And circle, then draw the knees in, let the head come down to rest. Now take your hands to the back of your hamstrings. Press your legs into your hands and push yourself up into a seated position. Good. So feet onto the floor, hands will reach out in front of you. Slowly start to roll your body down. We're going to come down like we did before, a little faster than in our warm-up. Good. And then take your legs back up into tabletop. Press your legs into your hands, lift your head, and curl up. And then come up tall, reach the arms in front of you, and roll yourself back down slowly. Let's go 3, 2, good. Now take your legs into tabletop position. Into tabletop, good. Take your hands and reach them behind your head. Imagining your hands are still connected to the back of your hamstrings. You lift your arms, you tuck your chin, you move the legs away to help lift you up, find the back of your sit bones. Now the work here is do not move your legs as you slowly roll your bodies down onto the mat. And then pull the knees in, reach the arms behind you. Again, lift the arms, tuck the chin. Imagine your hands on the back of your legs. Roll yourself up. Good. Hug those legs as close to you as you can. Keep them there and then roll down, maintaining the length in your spine as you roll down. Don't move your legs. That's the work. 3 more times. Lift the arms up, curling up. Good. That's the easy part. The hard part is coming down slowly without moving the legs. Slow. Good. Keeping and maintaining your height. Great work. 2 more. Nice work, Shauna. Lift. Let's go, Allie. There you go. Good job. Down slow. Nice teaser, Laura. Great work, Kirsten. 1 more time. We roll up. Make sure your legs do not move until the very last minute. Stay here for me. Stay here. Legs are hovered. Let's take the right arm up to the right ear and down. Left arm up to the left ear and down. Both arms up, both arms down. Bring your feet to the mat and sit up tall. Have your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Imagine your body stacked up along a wall, spine stretch. Now in spine stretch, I see this a lot. People drop the hands and they're coming down and trying to stretch this way. I want you to imagine you have a big beach ball right in front of you, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to come up and over that beach ball as we reach our fingertips past our toes. Squeeze your belly, pull the abs back and in and pulse forward. 3, stretch the back. 2, and 1, and then sit your spine up tall. Breathe in. So just like in the roll downs, we focused on maintaining the length. Same thing here. Chin tucks in. We exhale, we dive forward. We reach, we stay tall, buoyant through the back of our body. 3, lifting through the belly. Stretch your spine, pull the abs in, and sit tall. One more time, shoulder blades side down. Breathe in, tuck the chin, exhale. Then we go 3 and 2 and 1. Now sitting tall, bring your legs together, point your toes, take your hands behind your head, elbows are wide. Press your head back into your hands, lift your chest, squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes. Breathing in on the exhale, twist to your left, making sure that left hip does not slide back. Pull the elbows wide, sit tall, pulse here 3 times. 1, get deeper into the twist. 2, 3, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right, squeeze your legs together. Right hip does not slide back. And we pulse. 1, twist deeper into that twist. 2, 3, back to center. One more time, take it to the left. Elbows are wide. It's like you're trying to tuck that left shoulder blade into your right back pocket. 3, and center. One more time. Breathe in, exhale. We go to the right, pulse. 1, 2, and 3, flexing the feet, opening the legs up a little wider than your mat, taking your arms out to the side for saw. So sitting tall, breathing in, exhale, twist to your left. You turn the left palm down and then dive forward. Right fingers reach for the outer edge of your left baby toe. Now pause here for me. Hold this shape. Push your right sit bone into the mat. Dive the head a little more forward and try to find more rotation in the ribs and hold and pulse. 1, 2, 3, and then sit up tall. Take a breath in, exhale, twist to your right. Spin the right palm. Diving over that right leg. Push your left sit bone into the mat. Deepen that rotation. 1, 2. Every time you pulse, find more rotation. Sit up tall. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Diving forward, push your sitting bones into the mat. Dive, 1, pulse, 2, twist, 3, back to center. One more time, we twist, and then we exhale, and we go 1, 2, and 3. Sitting tall, bringing your legs together, and then rolling down with straight legs, all the way down, all the way down. When you get to the back, or get onto your back, take your right leg for me, and lift your right leg straight up. Let's keep those arms reaching back behind you. Okay, so right leg is up, arms reach back, point your toe, and then start to circle that right leg up in the air. Little circles. If you do reformer Pilates, you can imagine you're leaning over a box right now and climb a tree, opening up through the left hip, and then circle the other direction. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg where it is. Lift your arms up, tuck your chin, grab onto the back of your hamstring. Bend your elbows, curl the body up higher. Now push your leg into your hands, and with control, we come all the way up. Sit tall, arms outstretched, tuck the tailbone, roll down. Keep the height as you round down. Keep that height, keep that height. Good, arms reach back, left leg lifts. And we circle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Circle the other way. Push that right heel into the mat. Feel that thigh bone spinning in the hip joint. 3, 4, and 5. Grab onto the back of your leg. Bend the elbows. Pick the body up so you're looking to your thigh bone, and then push your leg into your hands. Good. Sitting up tall. One more time. We come down. We roll down. Slow. Keeping the height. Reaching the arms behind you. Taking the right leg, lifting it up, and then we circle. Don't think about the foot moving. Move from that hip joint. 3, 2, 1. Go the other direction. Pelvis stays anchored. 3, 2, 1. Pull that leg in, bend the elbows, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and curl yourself up. One more time, we round down. Taking the arms behind you. Left leg, and we circle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go the other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the back of your thigh. Bend the elbows, tuck the chin. Press your leg into your hands, come all the way up, arms out in front of you, take a breath, roll all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Reach your arms back. Circle the arms around like you're making a snow angel. When your hands get to your hips, tuck your chin, look at your toes, find teaser for me, find teaser, grab onto the back of your legs. We're here. So we're holding onto the back of the legs, bend the elbows, lift the chest, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs, lift the chest. Straighten those legs, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs. Press the sitting bones down. One more time, bend your knees, straighten your legs, squeeze the quadriceps, reach the arms out. Everything rolls down, all the way down onto your back. Good. Make that circle with your arms. Exhale, tuck your chin, curl yourself up. Grab onto the backs of your legs. Now, I want you to try to grab up a little bit higher. I have to bend my knees to do that. Try to grab onto those ankles and then straighten the legs out here. Good. Option, stay here and balance, or we inhale, we roll back, and then exhale, we come up. Open leg rocker. Inhale, back. Exhale, we lift. Good. Inhale, round back. Exhale and lift. 2 more times. We roll back. Try to keep those legs straight. Feel that press of your legs into your hands. 1 more time. Let's stay lifted. Stay up with those legs. Stay up, stay up. Take your hands, bring your hands behind you, or come down onto your elbows, whatever feels better, and we circle the legs. We go 5. We circle 4. So you can be up here. 3, 2, circle the other way. Move from the pelvis. 5, lift your chest. 4, good. Hip circles. 3, 2, 1, and then lower the legs down. Come onto your back. Roll onto your side. I want you to lie down. Let's go onto our right side. Bring your right ear onto your bicep, and then take your left arm and reach it straight up over your shoulder. So we're going to do this with our arm reaching just for a little bit of balance here. So I want you to imagine you're between 2 panes of glass. All right, and we don't want to roll forward into the glass. They're very thin panes of glass, and we don't want to roll back. So we're lying right on the side of our body. Flex at the feet, and then push your bottom leg into the mat as the top leg lifts up and then down. Imagine your heel is up against the wall. And as you lift the leg up, I want you to squeeze your glute to almost make a mark in the wall with your heel. It's like you have like chalk on your heel and you're trying to draw a straight line. Good. Keep reaching out of that foot. Imagine a strap around your foot and try to keep that strap long, all right? That hip, that left hip is reaching away from the left arm. Now hold your left leg up at hip height for me. Squeeze the right quadricep from the inner thighs, pick your right leg up to meet your left, and then lower your right leg down. Don't move your right leg. Keep reaching out of it. Notice that left waistline wants to shorten. Hold it long. Lift the right leg and down. 3 more times. Lift the right leg and down. And 2, we lift from the inner thigh. 1 more time from the inner thigh. Squeeze those legs together, point your toes, and then with the legs connected, lower both legs to the ground and lift both legs up. Now we can start to shorten the waist. So as we lift the legs, the waist shortens. As we lower the legs, the waist lengthens. Lift and down. Good. Lift and down. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Feel your outer hips working, your inner thighs working, your obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it here. With that balance, pull your bottom leg forward, top leg back, and then we switch our legs. And then we switch, and then we switch. Good. Let's go for 3, and 2, and 1, and then come all the way down. Let's roll over onto your other side. All right, so lying on that left side, reaching out of your right leg, taking your right arm up over your shoulder, left ear to your left bicep, and then I want you to take that right leg with flexed feet, pushing the bottom foot into the mat. We lift and we come down. Again, imagine you're stacked up against the wall, squeezing your glute as we lift, lengthening out of your right side. All right, so keep reaching. Let's go 5. Reach, 4. Good, squeeze the glute. 2 more. Last one here. And then hold that top leg, that right leg up. Squeeze the quad on the left leg and bring the left leg up to meet the right and then lower. Good, and then again, lift and down. Great work. Lift. Keep pushing out of your top leg and lift. 4 more, and we lift. Squeeze. 4. Good work. And here's 3. You got 2. 1 more time. Lift, hold. Point those toes. Squeeze the legs together, and we pick the legs up and down. And lift and down. Breathe in to lift and down. And lift and down. 4 more. Squeeze your legs together. 4. Lengthen through that top waist when the legs lower. 3, 2. Squeeze your ankles. 1 more time. Lift and hold. Take your bottom leg forward, top leg back. And then we switch. Stay balanced. And then we switch. And we switch. Good. Let's go for 4 and 3. Last one. And then release that and come onto your bellies, rolling right over onto your stomachs. Taking your left palms under your forehead. And then reaching, I'm going to do this from my knees for the right leg, the right ankle, and come into a quadricep stretch. So you're just lying on your belly. If you need a bit of assistance, you can lift your chest up to grab onto your ankle and just hold that there. Now notice that little space that arises between the front of your right hip and the mat. Try to close that space by squeezing your right glute and sort of pressing your pubic bones into the mat. And then we'll let that go. Take your right palm under your forehead, grab onto your left leg, and take that quadricep stretch. Feel those inner thighs hugging together for me, closing the space between the front of your left hip and the mat. Squeeze your glute. And then letting that leg go, keeping your toes pressed into the mat. So don't tuck the feet, but the tops of your feet press into the mat. Bring your hands by your side. Okay, turn your palms so they face the ground and press your hands into the floor. Root the pubic bones into the mat so you feel your abdominal muscles lift up away from your mats. Keeping your hands on the mats for now, draw the shoulder blades together so the collarbones will widen, the shoulders will lift off of the mat, and then slide the shoulder blades just about 1 rib down. So you're just dropping the shoulders down. Hold that for me. Take your arms now and lift your arms up. We'll breathe in. And then exhale, arms down. Just the arms lift. Lift the arms and lower. Good. 3 more times. Just the arms. Lift and down. 2 more. Lift and down. 1 more time. Lift. Stay lifted. Can you hold that there? Pull the tops of your shoulder blades together even more. Yes. Perfect. Now, imagine a marble on the end of your nose. You're going to nudge the marble away, lift your head up, lift your chest up, and try to reach your fingertips back towards your heels. Breathe in. Exhale, release the chest down to the mat. Keep the arms lifted. Inhale, lift the chest. Press it forward and up. Find that upper back strike. Stay out of your low back. And then lower down. So keep the abdominals really active. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lift. It's the upper back. You push it forward and up. And then down. 2 more times. We lift and down. Now 1 more time. Lift. Stay lifted. I want you to turn your palms so the palms face the ceiling. You will drag your hands along the side of your waist so that the thumbs come to the shoulders and they stretch long in front of you. So Jacqueline, pull that. Yes, there you go. Arms reach. Now, inhale, make a big circle with your arms and lift your chest up, 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 up. Hands come to your hips. And then exhale, drag the arms up the side of your body. Stretch. And then inhale, circle the arms, lift the chest, breathe in. And then exhale, reach the arms forward 1 more time. You're going to inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, stay here. Squeeze your right and left glutes, lift the legs up off of the ground, and we swim. Right arm, left arm, right leg, right arm and left. Find length here, Stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming into a quick little shell stretch, bringing the sitting bones back towards your heels. Bringing your body weight into a tabletop position. Tucking your toes. Lining the center of your wrist with the outer edges of your shoulders. You will shift your body weight forward into the hands. Press the ground away from you and hover the knees up off of the mat. We hold 3, 2, 1, and then drop the knees. Do that again. Shift the body weight forward. Pull the abdominals up and in. Use the abdominals to hover the knees. 3, 2, 1, and down. One more time. Exhale, shift forward, hover the knees. Feel the abdominals, and then step your right foot back and then your left foot back. Find a plank position here for me. Let's tuck the chin and pick our hips up. Find this little up stretch here. All right, so in our up stretch, I want you to take your right leg and lift the right leg up. You're going to bring your body forward. Your right toe will come down and tap the floor. And then press your hips up, lift the right leg up, squeeze your glute and hamstring. And then come forward, right toe taps the floor. And then press the ground away from you, lift up, squeeze the right glute hamstring. 3 more times, come forward, toe taps the ground. Good work, Kim, nice job. And lift up, good job, ladies. And 2, come forward, tap the toe. And then lift. 1 more time, tap the toe. And then lift, bringing yourself back down into your plank position, dropping your knees, taking a quick little rest, sitting bones to heels. Shifting your body weight forward, tucking the toes, hovering the knees off of the mat, step left foot back, then your right. Press your hips up, find your up stretch again. So it's called air basque in Pilates, lifting the left leg up. I want you to shift forward, so push into your right toes, shift forward, tap the left toe to the ground, and then we lift up, driving that right heel down, squeeze the left glute, and then we come forward, tap the toe, and then pick those hips up, squeeze that left glute, lift the leg. 3 more times, we go forward, we tap. Nice work, and then we lift. Good. Try not to open your left hip. Keep your hips square. 1 more time, and then lift. Good. Coming all the way forward. Now stay here, toes on the ground. You're in your plank position. Walk your hands back to your feet, and then slowly roll your bodies up, and then crossing the legs, bringing yourself back down into a seated position. Coming all the way down onto your back, bringing your legs into tabletop position, taking your hands onto the front of your thigh bones. Press your low backs into the mat, and then press your legs into your hands. I want you to feel like I could slide maybe a very thin piece of paper just under the very bottom of your pelvis, and then release that. And then do that again. Press your thighs into your hands. So you're getting an ever so slight little lift of your pelvis. This is that first movement of a rollover and release. 1 more time. So feel that energy of that lifting of the tailbone, the lower abdominals really working here. And then keep the legs in tabletop. Take them by your hands by your side. Imagining your hands are still on your thigh bones. Draw those thigh bones towards you. Feel that little lift of your pelvis, and then pick your hips up off of the mat and draw the knees towards your forehead. So you're going to roll those knees over, something I cannot do anymore. And then nice and slow. So Kim, you're going to take those knees up towards the nose. Think like a bent knee rollover. Nice, Laura. And then come down really slowly, bone by bone, rolling the hips down. Now, don't worry. If you don't get up high, that's okay. You go to where you can get to. Again, so we get the pelvis down onto the mat. We draw the knees in towards us. Use the abdominals, not momentum, to peel the spines up and off of the ground. And then slowly we roll down. Good. 1 more time. Rolling those knees in. And then slowly, bone by bone, we roll down. Good. When we get to the bottom, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze for me. Good. Now, option is you can do that again. Okay, so that is an option for you. All right, option number 2, straighten your legs and reach your arms behind you so they're overhead. Yes. You're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, start to lift your hands up. Bring your hands down by your pelvis, and then draw the legs towards you. Roll those legs behind you. You're going to roll back. Perfect. So Kirsten, a straight leg rollover. So just like we did, but with straight legs. Now, stay here. Flex your feet for me. Open your legs shoulder distance. And then slowly, controlling the movement of your spine, roll down bone by bone. Good. We'll do that 2 more times. So you can do what we did before with those bent knees. Legs together. Arms reach behind you. Reach the arms through the air, pass or down to your hips, and then try to lift those legs up. Nice. Open those feet, shoulder distance, and then roll down. And as you roll down, squeeze the quadriceps and try to lengthen your hamstrings. 1 more time, circling the legs together, reaching the arms back behind us, pointing those toes, and then legs lift up and over as the hands press down by your side. Use the belly, flex your feet, open the legs, shoulder distance, and then we roll down slow, slow, and slow. Good. Take your hands and grab onto the back of your right leg. Lower that left leg down, just hovering it off the ground. Curl your upper body up a little higher. Pull that right leg in towards you. And then we switch the legs. And then we switch. And we switch. Pull, pull. Switch. You're like, it's 10 minutes till we finish. Why are we doing single straight leg stretch now? Because we can. We go 4, pull, pull, and 3, pull, pull. Hamstrings are nice and open now. Good work. Now legs up. Hands go behind the head. Point your toes. Lower the legs down. Squeeze your glutes. Flex your feet and lift. Point your toes to lower. Flex your feet and lift. 3 more. Point to lower. Flex and lift. Lengthen the hamstrings. Last 2. And lift 1 more time. And lift. And now, give those knees a bit of a squeeze into your chest. We're going to finish our abdominal series a little differently than we normally do. Hands behind the head. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Point the toes. Lift the legs up straight. Lower the legs down. Open them up. Circle them around. We lower and we circle. Stretch out of those legs. We lower and we circle. Remember, it was Allie that asked to work the hips. So she's up in the top right-hand corner there. 2 more times. Lower and circle around. 1 more time. Lower and circle. Bend the knees. Let's go into a bicycle crunch. So we go 8 and twist and 7 and twist. Elbows wide and twist. Last 5. Curl up higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull those knees in towards you. So we're going to do our circles the opposite direction now. We're going to lower the legs down, pull them up in that circle. I think that's the opposite way, right? Yes. So legs lower, we pull them apart, and we lift up. Legs lower, we pull them apart, and we lift. Let's go 3 more. Lower the legs, circle them out and lift. Last 2, legs lower. We circle. 1 more time. We have 1 more set of those crisscross bicycles. Here we go. Left elbow to right knee, right elbow to left knee. Let's go 8 and switch. Good. It's not about moving the legs. It's not about moving the shoulders. It's about that rotation of your rib cage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands by your side. Place your feet onto the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Lift the hips up. Find a glute bridge for me. And then let's roll down slow. Good. Open up those hips. Let's do that 2 more times. We lift up. Imagine a ball in between your inner thighs. Hug that ball. And then down slow. And then 1 more time. Let's lift up. Good. And then slowly we come down, letting the legs rock from side to side, over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, back to the right, and then over to the left, rolling onto your side and then into a tabletop position, tucking your toes, pressing into your hands, lifting the hips up and back, taking a bent knee, up stretch or down dog, and then pedal your heels. So bend the right knee as that left heel plants to the floor. And then bend the left knee as the right heel plants. And then we switch. and we switch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Trying to get both of those heels down as you walk your hands back to your feet. Roll your bodies up slowly, keeping your hips stacked over your ankles, reaching your arms up. Breathe in, and then tucking the chin, rolling yourself back down. Trying to maintain the hips over the ankles, bring your hands to the floor. Walk yourself out, find a push-up position. Here we are, we have 3 push-ups strong through the quadriceps. Bend the elbows, breathe in, push-ups. Exhale, press up. 3, and 2, and 1. Now, with 3 steps of the hands, walk your hands back to your feet. 1, 2, 3. Roll your body up, breathe in. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward, hands to the mat. We walk out, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Find your push-up position, 3 push-ups. 3, 2, 1. One more time, hands back to your feet. 1, 2, 3. Rolling up, taking the arms, stretching them up, and then diving forward, exhaling all the way down, walking out. 1, 2, 3. 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Hands to feet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Pause here. Let your body drape over those legs. Let your body sway side to side. Let it sway. And then allow your body to pause in the center, tucking the tailbone, stacking the spine, rounding as you roll yourself up. Let your arms be heavy. Let them dangle by your side. When you get to the top of your roll up, soften your eyes. Turn your palms to face forward. Allow the collarbones to just settle onto that first rib. Spread your body weight through all 4 points of your feet. Soften the thighs. And then just bring yourself back to your breath. And then one more breath in. We sweep those arms up. And then exhale, hands by your side. Ooh, great work, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Happy Thursday, my lovely Pilates people. Please feel free to